Today is January 30th, and I can barely contain my excitement because you guys know what day it is. At least the SJM readers know what day it is. It is the release day of House of Flame and Shadow by Maas, which is the third book in the Crescent City series. Really quick, I'm gonna pause to tell you, if you hear weird background noise, they're plowing because we got a ton of snow today. So ignore the background noise because it's been happening all day, so it's impossible to film without it being in there. Anyways, so today is the anticipated day. Look at this book. I'm so excited. And so I have a couple things. First of all, I did order 2 copies, and I will tell you why. I ordered a copy from Amazon. So this is just like an Amazon package, but I ordered a copy from Amazon because I pre-ordered it from Amazon like literally the day that she announced the date and that it was available for pre-order. I ordered it on Amazon. And then later down the road, she posted this, she as in Sarah J. Maas, posted that she had put like exclusive chapters in certain exclusive editions in like different stores. So there's like a Barnes & Noble edition, a Target edition, Walmart, Books A Million, indie bookstores, and I feel like there's one more that I'm forgetting. But that's really all that I can think of right now. And so I had already pre-ordered a copy, and when I waited a little bit too long and when I went on to pre-order one of the copies, a couple of the ones that I wanted, I was looking at Target and Walmart, and the stores around me had sold out of the pre-ordered copies. So that meant that if I wanted one of the exclusive editions, I had to go to the store the day of, which is a little risky because with a book this big, they don't always have them in store, and they don't always have a lot of copies of the exclusive edition. Sometimes they only have like 1 or 2 copies, not really literally 1 or 2, but like they only have a handful of copies, and so it's kind of first come, first serve. So what I did was I kept my pre-order from Amazon, and then early this morning I placed like a pickup order of one of the exclusive editions, which I'm so glad that I did, because when I pre-ordered it this morning, it said that there were only 8 copies left in my store. So I bet you they're sold out now. I don't know because I just picked up my copy. So I have 2 right now, but I don't really plan to keep both. I'm either going to give one to somebody or just return it. Like, I mean, it was just from Amazon, so it's like really easy to return copies back to Amazon. But you know, I just had to have a backup, because if for some reason I couldn't get my hands on one of the exclusive editions today, then I would be really bummed. And this one was already coming anyways, so they both showed up today. Well, I picked one up, but actually my best friend Abby went and picked it up, so thank you to her. But so yes, I have 2 copies for now, but the other thing is I'm going to exclusively, this video is just going to be literally just about this book, but I'm going to keep it spoiler free. So I'm just going to bring you guys along with me while I read it, and I will give you like a summary rating, semi wrap up at the end if I can keep it spoiler free. If not, I definitely am going to keep this video spoiler free for anybody who has not read the series. And then if some people are interested in like a full like spoiler video, I'll make that separate. But yeah, for now I'm gonna keep this spoiler free. And honestly, I can't I hate these stickers, so I can't wait to get the stickers off. And I can't wait to start reading. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me while I read this book. Okay guys, so quick update on the reading so far. So it is now January 31st, Wednesday. It is the next day after release day, and last night I spent the whole afternoon after like 2:30 p.m., 3 p.m., basically just reading this book until I went to bed. So I got about halfway through. So I'm on chapter 49 and I am on page 439 out of I think 800 and something. Yeah, 835 pages. And so my plan today, so I work a really early shift during the week. So I go into the office at 6 a.m. and then I get off at 2. So that is why I get to be home so early and why I can read so much. So I'm planning to spend the whole rest of the afternoon today just binging the second half of this book. And I will kind of film like a little bit of me reading and whatnot, but I'm gonna hop back on here probably for a couple more updates before I get to the end. I'll definitely hop on and try to do an update like somewhere right about 100 pages from the end, because that is where stuff starts to happen in Sarah J. Maas books. I mean, like, stuff is happening from literally page 1, but the crazy stuff starts to happen somewhere in the last 100 pages. So, yeah, I was just hopping on for a quick update. So far, I am really loving it. I mean, I didn't expect anything less, but I feel like it's meeting all of the expectations that I had of what this book was going to be, especially like the very beginning. The first like 150 pages is like pretty much exactly what I expected, which is like really great. Like I'm just so glad that my expectations weren't too high going into this book, because it's always so sad when like a book disappoints you and like doesn't meet your expectation. So I had high expectations, but she's meeting them all. So yeah, I'm about 439 pages in, and I'm gonna keep on reading and I will update you guys shortly. Okay, I know to you guys, it looks like I was reading for like 5 minutes, but it has now been 3.5 hours. Don't mind the crazy hair because I decided to take a little break and eat and shower and all the things so that I could read. I really want to finish the rest of this tonight. So it's only 6:30. It's not even late. I mean, it's not super late. And I am now on chapter 74. Chapter 74, I just dropped my bookmark. But, so I'm on page 641, and that is out of 835. And a lot has happened. A lot has happened. So I really needed to like step away for even just like half an hour to an hour to kind of like digest most of what I just read, and then, you know, come back with like a little bit more of a fresh mind again. I mean, it hasn't even been that long, but like sometimes that's literally all you need is like 30 minutes to digest like the hundreds of pages that you just read. So I am back to try to finish out the rest of this book tonight. We will see how this goes. I'm like a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous, but this should be good. I've kind of learned something with Sarah J. Maas books, for me at least, is that I like get them and I'm so like nervous about being spoiled that I like feel this really strong need to like binge it immediately so that nobody else spoils or like ruins the feelings that I can get like reading this book. But I end up having a really hard time like digesting it all. And so this is what I did with the other Crescent Cities, and honestly what I've done with all of her books. I've now reread like all of the books that she's written up to this book. So I've reread every book in all the series. And for every single book, like the second read through is like where it really all clicks for me. And it's like, okay, this really makes sense. This is like really great. Not that I didn't love it the first time, but the first time through, I'm like still learning characters. Like she throws in like so many characters into one new book sometimes that it's like really hard to keep track of like who is who, who's related to who does what, who belongs to what house, who has this power, who has this. It's just like so much to keep track of that like the second time you read it through, you're really able to like kind of dig deeper than you were the first time. And so I feel like this book is like no different than any of the others. Like I'm going to read through this one right now very quickly, and then in like a few months I'll be like back in the mood and I'll be like, you know what, I really miss Crescent City, and I'll want to reread it, and that's when it'll all really sink in and really hit me. But as of right now, I'm just along for the ride. I'm 100% enjoying this book. I love it. I don't want it to be over, because once it's over, I'm gonna hit my like reading, not particularly a reading slump, but I'm just gonna like really miss her worlds. But I'm just here to enjoy it while I can. So I'm gonna finish out reading the rest of this. I may or may not jump back on and give another update before the end. I'm not really sure, because I'm like not too far off from like 100 pages from the end. I'm like 150 pages from the end. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. So, all right, I'll be back soon. All right, guys, it's official. I just finished House of Flame and Shadow, and it did take me the whole evening to finish it, and so now I'm exhausted, but I'm so in love with this book. I'm in love with all of her books. Are we surprised? I mean, this is nothing new. This is nothing unexpected. I figured that I would love it. It is most definitely 5 out of 5 stars, just like every other book. yeah, I definitely loved it. It's definitely 5 out of 5. And I know like she said that in like a very recent interview that she was most likely going to continue writing in the series, but like for now this is the ending. And honestly, I'm so happy with that. I'm happy that this is the for now ending, but that also she could be writing more. Like, that's just so exciting because I love these characters, but I love this book, and I just loved everything about it. And I can't really say anything about it without it being like a spoiler, especially a spoiler of book 2. So if you have not read book 2 yet in the Crescent City series, like, please get away from all, just kind of get away from all the social media. Unless it says spoiler free, I would just like steer clear of all of it, because really anything that people say, not like anything, but a lot that people have to say about this book is gonna be a spoiler to the ending of the second book. And honestly, that ending was so good that it would be really devastating if that was spoiled for you. So I hope that you guys all enjoyed this video. I hope that you all enjoyed this book even more. And yeah, I'm so glad that I videoed this and brought you guys along with me. Although, I mean, I can't really talk about it, which is kind of crazy, but any other book I'd be able to at least talk about a little bit, but there really isn't much to talk about here without like spoiling other things. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.